Welcome to live Q&A with Cody every Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. I got my new 8% Nation. What do they call this, bro? Like a sweater or a jacket or kind of like a pullover, you know. What do the young kids call it nowadays? Duker's also got his polo, his 8% Nation polo on. We're repping the 8% Nation brand. I'm excited to answer your questions today. Hope you guys had an awesome Christmas. Happy holidays, about to be the new year. I hope you're thinking about your target, your resolution, what you want to accomplish in 2019. I hope it's big. Hope you're thinking huge. I just got out of a quick 8% Nation meeting where we went over sponsorship levels, agenda, speakers. We were on the phone call in Mark Cuban's office, believe it or not. So we're already thinking about all the different things that we can do to help bring an incredible event to you. If you're thinking about speaking or being a vendor, we've only got 3 speaking spots left and only 11, either 11 or 12 vendor spots left at this point. So make sure, because we got a lot of commitments from last year, so make sure you check that out. What questions do we got for today, gentlemen? I know we got some good ones. They've queued up like 8 questions that you've asked that I'm going to answer live on camera. I don't even know what the questions are. Also, though, I want you to be posting better questions. If you think you got a better question, dude, post it, or dudette, post it on YouTube or Facebook as we're doing this. So, Duker, let's roll, bro.
What kind of script do you use for door knocking?
What kind of script do I use for door knocking? And so, okay, so my door knocking pitch is really simple. It's really short. So I literally smile and I say the person's first name. So I'll wave and smile on the way to the door. I'll knock on the door at least 5 times fairly loud so they can hear me. They'll answer the door, "Hello, John." And I'll open up my hands and smile and say their first name, and I'll step back. "Hey, how are you doing today?" Because I'm in their home. I'm in their space. I'm in their bubble. Like when someone comes to my house, it's a little freaky. So I'll take a step back to make them feel more comfortable. I'll let them know, "Hey, I know who you are," and I'll ask them, "Hey, John, how are you doing today?" I'll be like, "Well, I'm good. What are you doing here?" "Hey, my name's Cody. The reason I'm here is I'm getting back to you about your request for the new final expense information. Now, hey, I'm the local field underwriter. I'm the guy that's been sent out here to go over this information with you. Can I come in for a quick second?" And that's it. You may say, "Hey, I got to check off my list," or "Hey, I'm here to go over the information," or "Hey, you responded, so I got to go over it with you real quick," or "You know what? Can I come in for a quick second? Should we sit at the couch or at the table?" And that's my pitch.
Do you have any tips for being more disciplined on a daily basis?
Ooh, okay. I did a video on this on Christmas Day specifically for that reason. But when it comes to self-discipline, it's something I've spent a lot of time trying to develop better self-discipline as a human being, because I have went through 39 days in a row of actually working out and following a structured workout plan. 39 days in a row today, because I want it to be more self-disciplined as an individual. When we go into 2019, I want to conquer that thing. So I live by 3 rules. I live by 3 rules when I'm thinking about having more self-discipline. I write my goals down every day, or whatever I want to accomplish. I write it down every single day. I also want to make it public to the world. Whatever it is, I want to make it public to the world. Now, why do I do the first 2 things? The reasons that I do the reasons that I write down every day is it makes me put focus on the subject. Also, number 2, the reason I make it public to the world is it puts pressure on me and it gives it attention for whatever I'm doing. And I don't add time to whatever I'm doing. So say, for instance, everybody wants to get up and work out, right, in the morning. And then 6 o'clock comes and they're like, I'll work out in an hour. Let me sleep. I'll push the snooze button. I'll sleep for another 30 minutes. I'll get up and work out. Or you know what? I'll work out later. Or I'll make those calls tomorrow. I'll door knock them tonight. I promise I will. And we put it off. We add time to it and we give ourselves an excuse to not do it at all. And so I don't add time. I do it if it needs to be done. I write it down every day and I make it public, so that, because then people know they believe that I actually believe it by making it public.
If no one answers the door while knocking, should you call while in the driveway?
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah. I've actually got in homes doing that. That's a really good point. There's a couple different ways. You can text, you can call, you can wait 5 minutes and knock again. or you can go knock a door and come back in 15 minutes. But there's also another thing where a lot of agents will leave like a delivery notice on the door, and it gets a lot of callbacks. So, and that way they can schedule the time for you to come back with the information. So yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's the thing. With those kind of questions, is it bad to ever do anything that is some type of action that gets you closer to making the sale? No. So just do it. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think about stuff. If I think it's the right thing to do, just do it.
What should I say when leaving a voicemail to a lead?
Okay, so this is a good question. When I'm calling and leaving a voicemail to a lead, I've got 3 different things, and I'll probably forget them because I'm just live on video off the cusp answering. But I've got the good news voicemail, like, hey, I've got some good news. Call me back as soon as you can. So I always add a carrot and urgency. The carrot is what I dangle, like good news or quick question, or hey, I'm gonna just, if I don't hear from you, I'll just drop it off, right? So I'll use good news, quick question, and drop off. That's the carrot. And then I'll add urgency. So let me give you an example. So hey, John, hey, this is Cody. I don't give too much information. Hey, I'm getting back to you about the new file expense information that you requested. I've got a really quick question for you, buddy. Call me back as soon as you can at this number. So it's not a 2-minute voicemail. I'm not puking on them. I'm letting them know here's my name, here's why I'm calling. I know who you are. Here's my name. Here's why I'm calling. Carrot and urgency. And you can do that with good news, quick question, or drop off. Like, hey, you know what? If I don't hear back from you, I'll be out in your area later. I'll just drop it off. Well, if they don't want you to come to their house, guess what? They're going to call you back.
What are some ways I can improve my telesales skills?
Okay, so telesales skills in general. Normally, I think the best way to improve your telesales skills is to listen to yourself. I think the number one best way is to record yourself actually trying to make telesales. We've got live recordings of this stuff on our website. Listen to yourself actually trying to make telesales, sales over the phone, and then critique yourself. Because one of the main things that agents do is they don't ask enough questions. When they're teleselling, they don't ask enough questions, they don't build the value, they don't build the relationship, they don't use a lot of trial closes, and they don't end up building and gaining their trust because the salesperson always wants to talk too much. So listen to your recordings and focus on asking questions so that you're controlling and leading the conversation down the right path, but you're not the one that's talking as much. You're controlling the conversation without talking, which is way better.
Do you ever text your leads if they don't pick up your call?
Yes. So texting is working really well with a lot of our leads. I've received several testimonials about agents that are text our leads. An agent the other day texted like 50 leads and set like 5 appointments. The legit story. So, but when you're texting it, it's got to be like, you know what? Hey John, this is Cody. I'm texting you about the new the ad about the new final expense information. It's the one where you put your favorite color as pink. Now, I'm the local field underwriter. I've been assigned to you. I'm in your area. I just need to drop it off. Takes about 10 minutes. I'll be out there Friday, or mornings or afternoons better. It's simple. It's almost like the script in a text, but probably shorter, with ending with a question. Because if you just say, hey, this is me, you wanted a quote, you wanted life insurance, you wanted information, whatever, and I don't ask a question, they're not responding to my question, they're responding to a salesperson or whatever. So if you ask a question, that's the thing. Anything you do, especially texting, it's got to move the meter. Like, you're at point A and you're trying to get to point B. If you ask a question, it's going to get you closer. So that's why finishing a text with a question can actually get them to say, hey, call me this time, or hey, drop it off this time. One was like, one said, hey, I'll be out there. Is there any reason why you won't be home between 10 and 11:30 a.m. tomorrow? And then the person said, no, I'll be home. Right? So it's those kind of questions that get your responses. Texting's brilliant. It's awesome. You got to text your leads.
How should I respond to the objection, I have no budget left until next year?
Okay, so I have no budget left until next year. I'm assuming most agents get this over the phone. If you follow my script and you listen to anything I ever say, you should not get it over the phone because you're not trying to sell anything. You're trying to sell a drop-off time. A time doesn't require a budget, right? Dropping off information doesn't require a budget. But, and I don't love saying but because I think of it as a eraser word, so we'll say however. However, if you are in person and they're saying, hey, I don't have any budget till this, then you know what? Do they need it? You can put it off, the draft off 30 days if you have to. You can think of creative ways to get them in that. And I always tell them, hey, what's going to change between now and 3 weeks from now? Are you going to pay something off? Are you going to win the lottery? Like, what's going to be different? Because we can agree that you want it, you need it, and from what you've shown and shared, you can afford it. So, and I'll even ask them, I'll say, hey, are you going to do this at some point in the future? Yeah, I need to eventually. Okay, great. Well, let's take time out of the equation. If you're going to do it eventually, I'm already here. Let's see if we can get you approved, and we'll just do it right now. Because nothing's going to change, right? You're not going to win the lottery tomorrow, chances are. So let's just get it out of the way. What's your full legal name? And so there's definitely ways around that objection, 100%.
What was your favorite gift for Christmas?
Gift or GIF from our giveaway? I'm just kidding. My favorite gift, I would say, I got some good stuff. I got a suit. I got an 8% Nation blanket. Nobody even knows about that. A custom 8% Nation blanket. How cool is that? I also got a outdoor heater for my porch. And then Lauren and I always take a trip to go see Duke University. The Duke Blue Devils men's basketball team play somewhere. So we're actually going to Cameron Indoor Stadium to see them play January the 5th, about a week and a half from now. And so I would say Duke tickets, probably the best. But there's several things that are really cool. The blanket's pretty neat. If you haven't got your tickets, we're doing holiday sale, I think 60% off with free BOGO on all of our tickets. So make sure you check out our website, 8percentnation.com.
What are some good book recommendations for new agents to kickstart 2019?
Ooh, book recommendations. Okay, especially new agents. How I Raised Myself from Failure to Success in Selling by Frank Bedker. Awesome insurance book. Also, The Art of Closing the Sale by Brian Tracy. And I would say The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone. Because normally we blame failure on not knowing. We're not in the know. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know enough. We don't feel trained. Someone's not training us. They're not giving us knowledge. But also, typically it's the fact that we don't talk to enough people, and therefore we don't see enough people. So even a new agent that has no clue what you're doing, you can't spell the word insurance, you have zero sales experience, and you suck. You can still succeed, because I've been there, if you see enough people. So that's why books like the 10X Rule, or creativity, or getting you to fill your pipeline, or getting you to make calls and learn how to be great on the phone and door knock, that style of books are better to me for a new agent than like a closing book. Even though it helped. Brian Tracy's book is great. But I think like an action book of like taking action and actually doing some things is way better, because most agents will just make excuses and not do anything. So I'd say that's a good one.
When texting a new lead after calling, what is the best response to just leave it in the mailbox?
Okay, so you've called and then you text the lead and they say just leave it in the mailbox. Yeah, I would tell them, you know what? Absolutely. Right? Agree. I would love to. However, I'm not allowed to. I'm the field underwriter. It's just my job to drop it off. It takes about 5 minutes. You know what? I'll be there in your area, so it's kind of like mailing it in person, so I might as well just drop it off because I'm kind of leaving it in the mailbox. I'm just leaving it in your hands. It's just easier. Should we shoot for, what do you think, 10 o'clock or 2 o'clock? So it's agree. Absolutely. Yeah, I wish I could. Answer the objection. And then finish with a question and actually ask. That's one that it's legit overcomable. It really is.
How can I better work 3 to 6 month old leads?
How can I better work 3 to 6 month old leads? I would say get creative. Most people just call through them, they don't answer, and they're done. I think 3 to 6 month old leads, I think door knocking is probably still the best when you're working age leads. I love to call new leads. I love to door knock new leads. I mean, we had an agent the other day that wrote $4,200 in his first 20 of our leads and never called them, just door knocked them. And so most people are just better at door knocking. If you're not great on the phone, just go door knock them. But especially age leads, when you're on the phone, you're going to get more resistance, less chance of them answering the phone, more chance of getting an objection, not remembering. So I would just door knock it. Show them the lead or just tell them or whatever, but door knocking it, I think that's one thing that most agents will never do that I think works really well, is if a new agent will go and door knock like 3 to 6 month old leads and just door knock like 60 in a week, they'll have success. Like they just will. They'll sell a few policies, make some money, and it was a really cheap way to go. Most agents are lazy. They'll never do it, but that's probably like, if I'm a new agent and I'm broke, that's my go-to avenue for making some money. That's door knocking age leads, like every single time. I want to stress that more. I may do a show or a video on that, Dylan, soon, where we actually talk through like how new agents can use age leads, because I think it's brilliant. The return on investment is there. It's just time. It's not even that much money. It's just time. If you're not lazy, I think that's a good one.
That's it.
That is it. That's all she wrote, right? I want to thank everybody for the giveaways. We did 12 days of Christmas giveaways. If you didn't follow along and participate in that, we had over 100 comments on our post yesterday about gifts. Posting your favorite gift. We gave away leads, first place, second place, third place. Do we know who won those yet?
Yes, we do.
All right, why don't you read those out and tell everybody who got first, second, and third. In our yesterday's giveaway, December 25th, we did it for 12 days. We started on whatever it was, the 14th or something like that. And then yesterday, we gave away 60 free leads to 3 different people. And all you had to do is post a gift. So who got third? Let's do drum roll, please. We'll start with third place.
Third place was Dave, and I'm going to mispronounce this badly, Sicca, S-I-C-C-A.
Okay. Dave Sicca, cool. So he won 10 free leads, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, who got second place and won 20?
Second place was Rob Taylor.
Rob Taylor, way to go, brother, with the 20 free leads. All right, how about first with the big kahuna, 30 free leads.
30 free leads went to Kimberly Dunn.
Kimberly Dunn, awesome job. Thank you so much for being a part of that. What a fun Christmas giveaway. We gave away leads and my time, and I don't know. I kept giving away the prizes ahead of time. Now I think they're all done, and now I don't remember what they were. But it was a lot of fun stuff. Thanks for being a part of it. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, I'm going to encourage you to do that. I believe from an insurance training perspective, we have the #1 YouTube channel on planet Earth. I strongly believe that because of the value we give to new and struggling insurance agents. Thanks for watching Wednesday's live Q&A every Wednesday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. We're here for you. We love helping you and can't wait to see you again Friday on 8% Club. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for your questions. Make sure you submit those before next Wednesday. See you Friday at 2.